What's up guys, it's Brandon Childs, and today I'm going over an exercise that I call a straight leg bridge. Now this is going to teach you how to engage your glutes and hamstrings in a lengthened position in order to initiate hip extension, which is the exact same function that you do when you're walking or running. So all you need for this exercise is a bench, couch, something like that. If you're able to elevate yourself on two different surfaces, even better, but it's okay if you're not able to. So the first thing you're going to do is bring your feet up on the bench, lie flat on your back. You want to put your heels right on the edge so that you're not putting strain on your Achilles. It will not feel good. So just go into your heels like that, feet just about hip width. It doesn't have to be super wide, but you also want them super close. So once you get there, first thing is always flatten your back against the floor by rotating your pelvis up and in front to engage your abs. Bring your arms up behind your head so that you're not pushing down through your shoulders like that. Once they're up here, all you're going to do is lift straight up, just like that. And you'll instantly feel a contraction in your hamstrings in this lengthened position along with your glutes. You should not arch your lower back or feel it in your lower back like that. Really squeeze your glutes to lift up like that. And then once you feel comfortable lifting up like that, also we have to mention, make sure your toes stay pointing up like that. You don't want your toes pointed out like that because you don't walk or run with your feet pointing out like that. You want to point it up just like if you're walking or running. So up. And then once you feel comfortable, you can lift one leg up and push down through one leg. So now you're really mimicking walking and running, because just like when you're walking and running and you're pushing through, you're extending through that glute and hamstring in a lengthened position. So it completely mimics that while strengthening it to help train your body to protect yourself against those hamstring injuries that you hear about. Just make sure that when you do lift up, you're not overlocking your knee and overstraining your quad. You don't want to put too much strain on this knee joint, so you want a slight bend in the knee as you push up, but you don't want it like that. You don't want a nice slight bend, you don't want it too bent, but semi-straight, and you'll feel it in your glute and hamstring. Another version of this you can do is keeping the hips up and just doing marches, just like that, to just work on the stabilization portion of it without getting the eccentric and concentric contraction of the hip extension. So whichever version you're doing, they're all going to help benefit you, help strengthen those glute and hamstring muscles in that lengthened position for walking and running. And as I mentioned before, if you have the option to elevate your upper back too, then you absolutely should. I have a ball available, so I'm just going to use this. I wouldn't recommend it because it's a little unstable, but if you have another bench or table or something next to your couch that you can use, it's definitely better to elevate your back. You just want to make sure that it's on your upper back and not your lower back. Once you're there, like I said before, the ball is a little more challenging because it's unstable, but as you can see now, I'm in a straight position and not all the weight is going to be on my upper body on the floor. So now when I lift up, there's going to be a lot more load on my glutes and hamstrings. And again, the ball, you can use a gym ball if you want, but just know that it is going to be a lot more challenging because of the instability, but it's just going to be better because now it's going to work the inside and outsides of your hamstrings. But like I said, if you have the option to elevate your upper body too, you absolutely should, because then you can get a stronger contraction in the glutes and hamstrings and more emphasis on the glutes and hamstrings. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or requests, make sure you leave them in the comments so that I can continue to make content that will bring out your ultra instinct.